Welcome to Culture Nepal. In this section, we'll be talking about food and fashion of Nepal. Food in Nepal is highly influenced by its two giant neighboring countries, India in the south and Tibet in the north, which has become a part of China in 1951. If we further divide this fusion cuisine of Nepal geographically, we can distinguish them into three ethnic flavors. 1. Southern food from Terai region. 2. Valley and mountain food. 3. Northern Himalayan food. We'll start our exploration with Pagia from southern Terai region. Enjoy and hope this will make a home in your kitchen. This is Aruna Sharma from Cultural Nepal, and today we have a very special guest, and we'll be making some food that our guest will be helping us to understand and learn about through the culture that's in the southern part of Nepal. So let me introduce to this nice couple, Mr. Sushil Nepal, and he is a native of this southern part of Nepal. We call it Terai region. And Suman Nepal, she also was born and raised in southern part, but different locations. So I'll let them talk about your experience and some of the cultural, personal, or national, issues of that region.
Nepal is basically a landlocked country, and it has so many ethnic groups inside. And each groups have their own type of living, own type of culture, own type of food. Like people who live in mountains, they have a different kind of food. People who live in Kathmandu Valley, they have different kind of food. And people live in Terai regions, they have also a different kind of food. And basically, it's a very traditional country. The people has they respect the values of the culture, and food is associated with the culture. Like in Kathmandu, you have Newars. Newars have so many foods of their own. And in Terai, if you go Terai, they call Madesis. Madesis are the bona fide of Terai. But actually we are not bona fide. We came from the hills. And when my grandfather bought some land in Viratnagar, the Terai region, so that's how we end up coming to Viratnagar in Nepal, Hatkola, to the eastern part of Terai. So I can narrate the food habit and culture of the both part of the mountains of the Kathmandu Valley and Terai region also.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that I think in your grandparents' time, the population of Nepal was very little, and it kind of was a adventure type of quest to go to Terai region, as we were, there were more like malaria issues and issues of transportations, and that must be very adventurous, very daring deed to go from mountain to Terai at that time. Have you heard any stories,
Yeah,
interesting stories from them?
I personally have so many interesting experience that I had. Before, we didn't have access from east to west to travel. We didn't have the highways.
Right.
And the highways were built in around 1967, 68, that we call East-West Highway. Before that, Nepal was secluded, isolated place. Nobody knew where Nepal is.
Right.
The first plane landed in Nepal was in 1951.
Right.
Before that, nobody knew where Nepal was.
Right, it was a closed country.
It was a secluded, very isolated, and Nepal was a malaria prone. So people used to, in Terai, people don't want to go there.
Right.
That's how British, They didn't even try to capture Nepal.
So with that, I just want to emphasize that the food that we're cooking today is very old, very traditional, very healthy food. And I would like to ask Suman to tell a little bit, and we'll get back to you later. I'm sure you have so many interesting stories, and we probably have to have you come back some other time also to continue. But I just want to also, because we're cooking this bagia today, that's from that reason. I would like to kind of highlight a little bit of your insight and experience and expertise on that, and we'll go back and forth.
Me too. I grew up in Tarai region, and then my house was a community of Tarai people, like Tarai people.
The native.
The bona fide Tarai.
Yes, bona fide of the people.
Only 2 and 3 people we are like
from the hillside. So
hillside.
you were like a little bit of internal immigrated
over
population,
there.
in
But we are like a very
intact together.
Each other we and
get along very well.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
And when I was like a small kid, then one lady always come my house and then cook bagia.
Okay.
At that time, I was not like, what is bagia? We only eat that things. Then when I grew up, then I was like that bagia when I heard like that community bagia. Then I was interested in that food because very nutritious, no oil, nothing, and then chickpeas is like a very healthy for the every person, like a diabetic person, every kind of who
and
is
it's
like
gluten free food.
too. And then rice flour also like a texture very nice.
Yeah.
And then okay, I'm going to make it. And then I was interested and I made it. And sometimes I eat also at home.
Right.
Cook and boil and eat.
And Sushilji, did you have bagia
Yeah,
before
I
you
have
married Suman, or after you got married you get influenced by her?
No, I have seen bagia making by my mother, my grandmothers in my house. And in the childhood, I have a very fond memory of having bagias and all these things. Bagia is typically is originated from Tarai region.
I see.
The people who live in Tarai,
Actually,
they are called
culture.
Madises. Okay,
culture.
and there is a tribe called Maithili. We have 36 tribes, and
in Tarai?
No, all over Nepal.
All over Nepal, 36
and we have
tribes.
hundreds of languages from different dialects.
Right.
So it's a big community congregated into one, and we have one national language called Nepali.
Right. I kind of feel like it's like miniature America.
Yeah.
I kind of tell my friends.
We have so many cultures, so many dialects, so many languages. People from all over Nepal, they speak in different communities.
Right.
And this bagia was originated from Maithili Samaj, Maithili society. Maithili is those people who are like bona fide resident of Nepal, and they have a lot of majority in Tarai region. They have their own culture. They have paintings. They
very
paint,
rich culture.
They are rich culture.
Very rich culture.
They paint in the wall. They have lot of food that they make. Like there is a festival called Chhat.
Chhat.
Yeah, in Chhat festival you see how the Maithili Samaj they engage themselves in making foods.
This is I did learn today like a saltine. That is also sweet too. They stuff inside sweet things too. That also called bagia.
Oh, so what kind of sweet thing
they put like a jaggery.
What is that?
Jaggery means good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Jaggery and then sesame seed.
I
they put
see.
inside.
It's a very highly nutritious. It's a very highly nutritious, and the women in the Tarai region, they're sitting in the house. They prepare a lot of foods, and the bagia is one of them, and very tasteful. They make it very nicely. It's a pristine way of making food.
Very authentic food. This is not like everybody is know and everybody make it.
It's not common.
No, not common.
It's not
I
common.
don't think so. This is common.
It's stuffed like a stuffed dumpling, but in a different way.
Right, but is bagia is kind of, if you go to the Maithili culture, like I'm from Kathmandu.
Yeah.
I have not got that opportunity.
I told you, not common.
But if I go to Tarai region, if you were a Maithili person,
Yeah.
people, family, if I go to, do you naturally serve bagia or you just make it in a special?
That is special dish.
dish? I see.
It's special
okay,
dish.
so it's like a,
Yeah.
okay.
The natural foods are the fish, rice, pulses, a lot of vegetables. Bagia is cooked in occasion.
I see.
In occasion, and when somebody comes to your house to visit,
Okay.
they
It's like
they,
a respect.
they
it's
serve,
like a respectful
Yeah, it's served like a
dish.
special dish. Let us have bagia today.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like that.
It's not as
Yeah,
common
like,
as,
like
okay.
Tibetans, they cook momo.
Uh-huh.
The momo is very famous in Nepal nowadays.
Right.
That's the same kind of thing in Tarai.
I see. Okay.
That's called bagia.
Okay. So it's not an everyday dish.
It's not a everyday staples.
I see.
It is it's occasionally
I see.
when somebody is invited at home in some sort of occasion, some religious festival, or in like some congregation, like 5-10 people coming to visit you in your house. Then what to serve? So it is surprise dish.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know what bagia means? Is there it is the Maithili word or?
Bagia should have a meaning of, I'm not pretty sure, but should be a meaning of stuffed. Bagia means stuffed thing, something like that. It should be in the Maithili, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Okay. So
It has no historical background that I can give you.
right. So tell me more about you. You said your grandfather moved from what part? What part of
It
Nepal?
was from Kathmandu.
From Kathmandu.
The rural village of Kathmandu called Kavre.
Kavre.
Yeah, it's called Mandan. First they moved to Birganj. From there they moved to Viratnagar.
I see.
There I was born.
Okay.
I did my schooling and all my education in Viratnagar.
And the Viratnagar is a very big industrial
Yeah,
region of Nepal.
Viratnagar is second to Kathmandu. It's like
Second to-
Manchester in England. It's an industrial place. There are a lot of industries. There are paddy fields. There are jute mills. Whatever industry you imagine, you'll find in the eastern part of Viratnagar. And it's a hub. It's a hub, and it is bordering to gateway to India. And whatever we import items from third world country has to be either from Viratnagar or from Birganj. So it's a entry point.
Entry point
from
import
India.
and export.
From India, yeah. It's a very and easily accessible because we didn't need any passport or visa to go to India. So Viratnagar is close to Indian border.
Okay.
So we have a lot of Indian influence also.
So your parents were also born in Viratnagar.
My dad was born in Viratnagar,
Viratnagar.
and my mom was from the rural part of western Nepal.
Okay, wow. So this must be a lot of adjustment for your mother.
Yeah, she was married
From-
very young because we didn't have that much barrier before for child marriages. So my mom was married very early.
Right.
At that age, like she was married in like 1950 or 1949. She was married that long.
Wow.
So in that age and that time, Nepal was not accessible for outer world. So we didn't know what is going on outside the world. So my mother was very young. She was like very, very young. She's child marriage.
Right.
Now it is illegal. Nowadays it's illegal. You cannot have that marriage now.
Right. It was a traditional marriage and it was made with the arrangement with the family. It's
Yeah.
more for the safety reason, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
And the compatibility and safety. So basically, protective measure for the child to be grown in a more best possible way. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Philosophy of life.
And
I
that
would
was
call
that was an arranged marriage.
arranged marriage.
Yeah, in Nepal nowadays they are opening up for love marriages, or you can have dating
Children,
nowadays. But
yeah.
in my time, in my age, in my time, or my dad's time, there was no thing like that we can see nowadays.
Yeah, right.
W-
So it's more Hindu traditional
Tradition, yeah.
values. There's
Yeah.
a different system and
Different
different
system,
rules and
yeah.
regulations.
Parents
And
used to
basic-
arrange marriages, and
Right.
they look for the wife for me. In my case,
Right,
I married my wife, and that was approved by my mother.
right, right,
If my mother don't approve, I would not be married.
right. So with that, Suman, how about your experience? Can you conclude with your experience, like how
Yeah, I grew up
was your
in
life
like a
in Tarai region, and it was
yeah. I
the
grew up
food?
also Tarai region, schooling, college in Birganj.
Yeah.
That's the entry point of
Yeah.
from the India.
Yeah.
It's a very industrial point. Yeah. Then after that, I moved in Kathmandu.
Well, thank you very much for coming here today and introducing us this special dish from Tarai region and sharing your experiences and your history of your family history. And I hope maybe we'll have you come over again and more with the more stories and more food.
Thank you for
hopefully from
having
the
us here, and you can
Yeah,
call
thank
us
you.
anytime, any day, and we'll make an appointment. And
Yes.
I can narrate a lot of things about Nepal. It's a
Right.
lovely country. You must go there.
Right. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so
Okay.
much, and
You're
thank you so
welcome.
much for watching us today, and
Yeah.
we will continue with our food
Thank you.
and bagia, make bagia,
you.
and hopefully you all will enjoy at your own comfort of your home.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Today we will be cooking a special dish from the Tarai region of Nepal, and we have Miss Suman Nepal to help us out and explain about the food and the culture and how to make it. And I hope you'll enjoy it. So Suman, could you introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit more about the bagia?
Hi, today we are going to prepare bagia that is famous in Tarai region in Nepal mostly, and that is made from rice flour and rice flour and like a chickpeas.
This is for the filler, right?
Filler.
The
This is
chickpeas
for the
filler.
yeah. We can make a dough from rice flour, and then chickpeas we are going to cook slightly, and then grind them and be stuff inside and boil it and the water.
And this flour can be customized as you like. It's kind of optional, but the plain way of making is with the rice flour
Rice
only.
flour only.
And yeah.
But we like to like a flavor, something flavor like this, we can add some kind of nutritious flour too.
Right. So if you want some wheat flour, a little bit of wheat flour, or other kind of flour,
brown flour,
according to your liking, you can customize. Yeah.
You
Okay.
can.
And then also for the filler,
filler.
it can be chickpeas or
Can be
green
peas.
peas also.
Yeah, green peas also.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you
basically
can.
the peas, but
Peas,
any kind
yeah.
of peas you'd like, or beans. Beans can be.
you can do
yeah.
it.
So what do we do with the flour, Suman, first?
We can first boiling the water.
Mm-hmm.
When boil water, then we do dough like this, like a little bit stuff, like a
Make a
not
dough,
hard
yeah, soft but not too
Not
soft,
too soft.
but hard, not too
Not
hard,
hard.
either.
Yeah.
So we make a dough with the boiling water.
boiling water.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's already made
Already,
this time, but
yeah,
we
this
already
time,
made it this
made it
time.
this
But
time,
yes,
yeah.
so we make a dough,
dough.
and then what do we do?
Yeah, we can cook like a chickpeas. We
Okay.
put a little bit oil.
So in a chickpeas we put, we can.
oil.
Yeah. So we put a little bit of any kind of oil, right? Do you
Any
have a
kind of
specific
oil.
oil or?
No, you can use any oil.
Okay, so you just need to spray, or how much?
Yeah,
how
you
much
can-
oil do you put?
Yeah, not much. Not
Okay,
much.
just spray.
Yeah, just
Okay.
boiling. Like little bit is spray.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise you can
spray olive oil.
use canola oil. Otherwise,
Okay.
what oil you want?
Canola, olive oil, or
anything.
usually in-
sometimes I use also coconut oil too.
Okay.
I like that flavor.
Yeah,
coconut
it's
oil
very
flavor.
healthy.
It's a very healthy.
Okay,
Healthy.
okay.
Yeah.
Then do you
then
need
you can
to-
put like a cumin seed.
cumin seed.
Yeah.
How much cumin seed do you put? Just
Little
a
bit.
pinch
Yeah,
of,
it's
like
pinch
this
of.
much?
Yeah.
Pinch
Pinch
of the cumin
seed.
seed. So we just kind of fry it.
Fry it.
Okay.
And
then what do you do? This
it's called in my language.
this
hing.
is in
Nepali.
in Nepali
Hing.
language it's called hing,
Hing.
but in
But-
English it's called isophodita.
Yeah.
Isophodita. So this is something you can find it in an Indian grocery store, and so
Trying to be, sir.
and then you just pour this little bit. There is a think we need a. So we stir this chickpeas. This chickpeas, how did you make this? Is it ready-made or how did you come?
That is like a dry chickpeas. We can soak whole night before to cook like a.
I see.
One day before and soak like a water, and the next day you can draw the like a water, and then after that.
Okay, I see. I see. For how long do you need to make? Do you have to add salt or anything else?
Yeah, we have to add salt.
Okay, and then it's a
Hing.
yeah, hing and salt, just a pinch of them, right?
Yeah,
and
just
then
a
salt
pinch.
is to your liking.
Liking like a
Yeah. How much? Like couple?
cup. Yeah, done.
Couple of spoon. Okay. And so how long do you have to cook this for?
This is cooking like a very easily, not like a too long, like a 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
In a medium
like
heat.
Yeah,
Okay. So we can just cover it for a
yeah. And then
and cover and keep
cover.
continuously watch for it, right?
Watch for
Yeah.
it.
So after
Not
20 to 20 minutes, what do?
We're gonna be like it's done, and then we put in the grinder.
Okay, so then we put it in a grinder. Can I have that? Put in the grinder.
And then we do only crush.
We crush, not
like a blade, only crush.
Okay, just crush
Just
for
crush.
lightly crushed.
Lightly crush.
Okay.
This is
Is this good?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
So this is, so we cross this, and then after that, we save it to fill it on the dough, right? Yeah, so we pour it in the bowl. This is something that you can customize according to your liking with the spices. Some people
and
like hot,
turmeric, you
yeah.
can put like
And then
what you like.
this is a filler for the
Dough.
that we have made. And so, and then on the
Boil water.
side we need to boil the water, and then it will take about 20 minutes after the water is boiled. So we're getting ready for the next step of the process, and we'll take a quick break and we'll be back soon. So we finished the first part where we fried the chickpeas with a little bit of oil and spices, and we grounded it, and now, and also we made a dough, and now we're gonna stuff this chickpeas in the dough, and then we start the next process. In the meantime, we are also boiling the water to prepare it for the cooking. So Suman, could you please show us how you stuff this chickpeas on the dough?
Yeah, we can like take little bit dough, and then
How much dough do you
this
need?
dough is
Like a
little
this
bit.
size,
Yeah,
yeah.
this size is
yeah,
good.
like
Yeah.
like a golf ball size.
Yeah, like a golfer size.
Okay.
Then you can make it like a round, like a flat,
Okay,
like this.
like that. Okay.
Yeah.
With your own hand and the fingers.
With your own finger, two finger, and then
Okay.
little bit
You
more.
don't need to knead it like
actually
other.
not.
Okay.
This is good.
Okay.
This is good. And then when it looks like a flat,
Okay.
then we can put like a 1 spoon
Full of.
full of 1 spoon.
And I noticed that there is some
green things.
green thing. What
Yeah,
is
I
this
put
green
cilantro
thing?
too.
Okay, and it's optional, right?
Yeah, optional. That's to make you flavor
Okay.
from what you like it.
Can you put parsley instead of cilantro?
If you like that smell, it's
Okay.
okay, good.
Okay.
Then we can make like this shape, is original shape,
Okay.
and then give like a some kind of.
So you have a
Yeah.
little bit of
Yeah,
pointy thing in the
pointed
bag.
both
It looks
side.
very pretty
Yeah,
and fancy.
And then you can do like
And then
like
you
this.
can make a shape, or it's like a little art.
Art.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have made few of them already,
them,
and
yeah.
then we're just gonna keep doing this,
Doing this.
until we finish all of them.
Finish,
Okay,
yeah.
good. So
Yeah.
let's practice some
Practice some more.
more. I think I'm learning, even if it's a
good.
very typical dish in Nepal. I have never get a chance to eat this.
Not everywhere in Nepal too. Like some kind of community, some kind of like they like it this food.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a child, then some lady was coming my home, and then she cooked like this food.
Right.
Then now I remember, oh, that was bagia.
Right.
Now my mouth is watering like that taste.
That memory, childhood memories, always
childhood
stay with
memory,
you.
Yeah, stay with
And
me.
the food is
and that's,
very-
that's interesting things I meditate like
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very interesting like a food that.
So it is mostly in the southern part of Nepal.
Nepal, yeah,
that
Tarai
they-
part of
Tarai
Nepal.
part of
they
Nepal.
eat.
Yeah.
But very nutritious these things.
Yes.
And then chickpeas also very not
Healthy.
like a diabetes patient also eat very good. No anything over there.
Is this
Glycemic,
good?
Yeah, good.
Is it good enough?
Yeah.
So this is almost like the dumpling that we made, but it's a different shape.
Different
and
shape and different
Feelings.
feelings.
Yes.
Only.
Okay.
And boiling.
Yeah. All right.
A kind of dumpling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a southern side of dumpling.
Southern side of dumpling.
Yeah. So this is also very handy for the farmers who go
Yeah.
and doesn't need a lot of
Lot of
complicated,
things,
ingredients, right?
Ingredients and very like a rice flour and then this chickpeas, only chickpeas.
Yes.
Only two things, like not like a too much ingredient, and you can prepare for that.
Right.
It's very easy to.
Right. Usually people like to eat spicy, like hot chilies and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But
they can.
But do they do it in a usual case, or you
They-
have little
they
bit
eat,
of?
yeah.
Okay.
Most of Tarai region they eat very spicy food, very spicy.
So one of the thing I've realized that the dough is very, how should I say, they're not too much sticky together, so it's easy to be broken.
Broken,
But
yeah.
also you can even
This is a rice
mend
flour.
it. But I think it's amount of this filling, how much amount of filling is makes it easier or
Easier, like not
Yeah.
too much, not like a very lace thin. Yeah, I do always like a 1 spoon. Should
okay.
be good.
You have like perfect amount of dough and
Yeah.
perfect amount of
Maybe
this
practice.
filling. You're very good. Look, mine is always broken. So I need a lot of practice, huh? Yeah, not easy. Looks easy when you do it, but when when you don't, you're not practiced enough. It's like keep breaking up. Is it okay to be broken, or like it's okay? You still can cook it, right?
Yeah, you
Even
still
if
can cook it.
if it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're gonna make this and then
Boil
put
it.
that in a boiling water
35 minutes.
for 35 minutes. So
35,
the
40
water is
minutes.
still heating. It's not boiled yet. So we're gonna wait until the water.
until boiled. Yeah.
Okay.
There.
And one of the thing I like about this kind of dishes is you don't have to do it alone, right? You
Yeah.
can sit together,
Together,
talk,
and
and
then
then make together and cook together. It's more fun.
Fun,
To
I
eat
know.
that way than
Yeah.
just one person cooking and serving, right?
Serving, no.
This kind of food is like very communal,
Communal
social,
and
type of,
yeah,
right?
Friend, gathering friend, and then let's do today, Bagi, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's really, yeah. And it doesn't have to be so, consuming because it's simple thing
Yeah.
that you can get it at home all the time, right?
All the time, yeah.
Most of the time, Nepali household has a dry beans
Yeah.
anyway, right?
Anyway, yeah.
Just a matter of soaking overnight.
No, yeah.
So again, as much as it looks very easy, but I think it takes a practice and expertise to make this. And you probably do from childhood, huh?
No. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. See, you make it very easy, look very easy. When I was a kid, I remember that even when I was making dumpling, adult would tell me to make any kind of shape you like, and kind of you make it like a crafty type of thing rather than cooking. That's how I'm kind of feeling that way today. I feel like little kid in a big body. Okay, Suman, so we have made this, what do you call this?
Bagia.
The bagia filler already.
Already.
And so we're ready to put this in a boiling water. The white water is boiling very nicely and well. And so you have to be very careful with the hot
water,
hot water, and so slowly you just kind of use your hand to put it.
Use your hand.
Okay.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. Okay. Show me how you do it. I'm just. Okay. So you basically put everything on the boiling water.
Boiling water, yeah.
So they all can go together, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Also.
I also. All right.
Okay.
So, and then do we need to cover this or just let it?
Let it go like.
Yeah, and then you put it heat in the high or middle? High heat.
High heat.
So just let it not cover.
Not cover.
Okay.
Let's see.
So we need to let it boil for 20 minutes or 25 minutes?
20, 30 minutes. Like
20 to 30 minutes, depending upon how the heat is, right? So then just gonna have to wait, and then in the meantime we can make some sauce.
Sauce, yeah.
That is optional.
Optional.
So what kind of sauce can you use to eat this with?
Actually, I use always in tomato sauce is like a
tomato,
common,
tomato sauce, yeah.
Sauce.
Okay.
Nowadays I like put like a tomato, cut it in tomato and put everything over there, whatever you like flavor, and put in the microwave.
And also you can also eat with ketchup, tomato ketchup.
Yeah,
can you,
tomato ketchup also.
You
good.
can also eat with the tomato ketchup.
Any ketchup.
So yeah, it's
use.
very optional, and that's.
But I did like a juicy for the tomato ketchup.
Okay.
Sauce.
All right. We have reached the final stage of the preparation, and what we did is we boiled some water, and I put the stuffed bagia to boil it with the water for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, depending upon the heat. So now we're ready to bring it out and then eat. So Suman, do we just get it out?
Get it out.
Okay. So here is the prepared bagia.
One by one.
Take one by one.
One by one.
And it's kind of little bit of weight. Here is the one. I mean, I'll let you do it because you are the expert, and why don't I hold the. So this looks yummy and very slippery and
then after cook.
Yeah, it looks very different. A little bit more brownish than when we put. How do you know that it is cooked enough?
That is come out like a little bit look. It's a shiny.
Okay, like a little bit more shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah, not a dull. Yeah.
Not dull.
Okay.
And then you find out. That is your.
Okay, this is the smaller one that I made, the baby one.
Baby one, yeah.
So it kind of looks like whoever make this bagia, kind of their personality comes out with the size and the shape and the mood, and you can analyze this, right? But they all look happy.
Happy, yeah, I know.
Looks like a happy food. All right. And so,
Some maybe it is broke down and then come out little bit stuff
okay,
outside.
I see. So it's important to kind of watch the heat,
Heat, yeah.
right? And then not keep the cooked one inside the water
Inside
for
the
a long
water,
time.
Long time, yeah. I think
Yeah.
like that small ones come out.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's
All
done.
right. So this
Done.
is, so now this bagia, do you eat just like this or do you want to eat with something else?
The stuff,
you-
you can
Make a
any
sauce?
kind sauce. I make today like
So this is the
tomato
sauce you made, which is totally optional.
Optional.
And then you can either eat ketchup,
ketchup, either like a sauce, tomato sauce,
Tomato
chili
sauce,
any
yeah.
kind of. But this is original things is like a chili and garlic and then salt.
Oh.
You can mix it and then eat it.
Oh my
Too
gosh.
hot. Then I
Okay.
didn't bring today.
So the typically the native people eat
Native-
with salt and chili.
Chili
And the
red
garlic.
red chili and garlic. They put
You
in
dry
the
it together.
dry together and grinder
And grind it.
and put a little bit mustard oil.
And then put little bit mustard, which is too hot.
Too hot.
Maybe too tasty, but too hot.
Too hot.
Okay, so but to customize with that, you kind of have make a
bought like
tomato sauce,
tomato sauce.
however, or the ketchup or anything. Or can you
Anything.
just eat by itself alone?
Yeah, alone too.
Also, okay. So let's try it. Let's
Try.
see how it tastes. Okay, so you put on top of the
On
bagia.
top of bagia
Okay.
and test it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm ready to taste it.
Ready to taste.
All right.
Let's see. How is that? Two small piece and eat.
Okay, so I cut into half
Half.
and then let me see.
It's good?
Delicious. Very nice.
Okay.
And this tastes
enjoy.
very healthy. It doesn't have any gluten. It's a gluten free.
And
because-
then that lentil is very highly good for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, nutrient. Very good, nice.
Made out of rice flour and chickpeas beans. So, oh, this is delicious. Thank you so much. It's really,
You're welcome.
it's
That's
my
my
first
pleasure.
time eating bagia, even though I was born in Nepal. This is very special to me. Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate.
welcome.
I had to come all the way to America to test southern food
bagia.
of Nepal. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I'm glad you're here.